welcome you champions of change. So today let's talk about what's going on inside of here. You're going through transition, or transition is in front of you. There will be a great deal of negative chatter going on. It's human. It's a natural part of what you go through. We talk to ourselves every single day. Unfortunately, about 80% of what we talk about to ourselves is negative. So first of all, I want to normalize it, that talking to yourself in a negative way is not a bad thing. Obviously, it is a bad thing if we let it go. And so here's where we want to go with this. Negative chatter, if you can learn from it, if you can actually sit it and position it as a third person, almost as your own internal coach. If you can look at it that way, then it will help you decipher where you want to go with it. Now, too many of us get caught in that negative chatter and we spiral downhill. So we need to interrupt that downward spiral. The way that we do that is nice and simple. I want you to think of a coach or a parent or something like that calling your name. Immediately it grabs your attention, and you're going to use that same thing as a system to stop yourself. So when I catch myself thinking, I don't know, personal best coaching is not going well, I'm not getting enough clients, I'm not earning enough money, all of that, it starts to go downhill. And before I know it, I could be bankrupt and out of my home, divorced and homeless within about 5 minutes, less than that. So I need to snap myself out of that. So the best thing I can do is just say, hey, Tony, stop. And then that brings in, there's two systems in the brain. System one is a quick thinking, emotional one. That's where your negative chatter will be. But the name calling, bringing that name brings in system two. It's much more thoughtful, it's slow, it's logical. And so we want to bring that into play. And so the Tony, stop, what are you doing? Brings system two online. So now you can actually look at what you're doing and you can think about where you're going with that negative chatter. So it's a great little tip. It's something that I've been using for a long time now. Hey, Tony, bam, and then I'm out of it. All you have to do is think about your mum or dad when you were a kid growing up. If they used your full name, you knew you were in trouble and it snapped you out of whatever it was you were doing, right? So, I'd be walking along doing something dumb and I'd be Tony Paul Everett and it would be a jump start and I'd be like, crap, what have I done wrong? And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to kind of interrupt the negative thought, bring system two online, get you thinking logically, get rid of the emotions, and then say, hey, Tony, lovingly and caringly, you got this. You've got all of the skill sets to do what you need to do to move the business forward, to do what you need to do. And I want you to do the same thing. So that's where we're going this week. It's just simply using your name. Your brain loves the sound of your own name. So use that, snap yourself out of it, get yourself into a positive mindset, get yourself thinking differently, get yourself out of the negative chatter. Negative chatter will haunt you no matter where you go. It's part of life. But you don't have to follow down those rabbit holes. All right. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for listening. You are champions of change. You are doing great work.